So, how can we give advice or permission? There are several ways, and they depend on the time we talk. So for advice in the present, we use should or shouldn't plus infinitive and the form of the second conditional. If I were you, I would or wouldn't plus infinitive. For example, you shouldn't take what he says so personally. We give advice using the modal verb should. If I were you, I'd take the job. We give advice using the second conditional. To give advice or criticism about the past, we use should have or shouldn't have plus past participle, and if I were you, I would or wouldn't have plus past participle. For example, you should have made more of an effort to go, or if I were you, I wouldn't have bought so many clothes. So technically, this is the mixed conditional. The condition is an imagined situation in the present, and the main clause is in the past. To talk about permission in the present, we use can or can't plus infinitive, or could or couldn't plus infinitive, and are or aren't allowed to plus infinitive. Choosing could instead of can shows that we are more tentative about what we are asking, or if we are not sure of the answer. So in the sentences, it sounds like this: you can take part after a 2-hour training session, or could I borrow your car this weekend? We are more tentative and polite. And another sentence: you aren't allowed to swim unless you wear goggles. And to talk about permission in the past, we use could or couldn't plus infinitive and were or weren't allowed to plus infinitive. For example, when I was a child, I could stay up late on Fridays, or they weren't allowed to take any photos. This is it. You can see that all these structures are familiar to you. You only should look at them from a different perspective.